Hey, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, well, if you've been here before, and welcome if you are new here. In today's video, let's just start the video off by saying it's my birthday. I mean, like right now, today is my birthday. It's 11:31, so it's about to not be my birthday, but I'm in Barbados, so technically it's still gonna be my birthday for another hour back home. So it's my birthday, and let's just get that out the way right now so that y'all can run it up and tell me happy birthday. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I feel like this is just the best day to make this video, and I've been geeked to make it because I love watching videos like this, and I feel like there wasn't that many, and I feel like people be repetitive, and I feel like people say things that they think sound good but that does not apply to them. Like motherfuckers just be copy and pasting stuff that they read in self-help books. Like, no, can we keep it a bean? I want to keep it a bean. So I got 21 and I probably got +1 because I'm a yapper. So it's like I got a lot to say because I feel like what I have to say could genuinely help. So we have a 21 things I learned by age 21 in the notes, and baby, it's extensive. It's extensive, babe. It's extensive. Like, what are we talking about? So we're gonna get right up into it because ain't nothing to it but to do it, and it's late as hell, and I have an excursion in the morning, and yeah. So 21 things I learned by age 21. Number 1 is do stuff alone. And as you can see, I'm on a solo trip in Barbados right now for my birthday. I'm big on do stuff alone. To know me then and to know me now is to know that I was always gonna do something by myself. I never needed to beg anyone to come somewhere with me, do stuff with me. If I wanted to do something, I don't even ask people to do anything with me. If I want to do something, then I'm gonna do it. If I feel like it may interest you too, then maybe I'll ask you. But for the most part, I'm gonna see, I'm gonna want, and I'm gonna do. Just doing shit on your own. Like people literally can't even go out to eat by themselves without feeling weird. It's weird for you to go get some food, nigga. You mean to tell me you have to have company to eat? And I hate that for y'all so bad, babes. You have to love your own company. If you don't love your own company, why would I want to be around you and you don't even want to be around you? Seriously. Number 2 is don't be obsessed with being alone to the point you deny yourself love and good friendships worth building and keeping. I've had nothing but bad experiences in both types of relationships, and although I'm comfortable with my solitude and enjoy it, I yearn for healthy relationships in my life. Love makes us all better people, and although sometimes you have to let go of people and go through those seasons of focusing on yourself, don't shield yourself altogether because of past bad experiences. Yes, the first one was to do stuff alone, and because you have to be comfortable with yourself, because like I said, if you're not comfortable with yourself, if you're not comfortable, you know, doing stuff by yourself, or like if you just don't enjoy your own company and you don't enjoy your own personality and your own vibes, it's like, how can you expect anyone else to enjoy them? How do you even know who you are if you don't, like, I don't understand, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, don't get too comfortable. Don't get too comfortable to the point where you reject friends and relationships and stuff like that based off past experiences. Yes, I've had bad experiences with friends and relationships, like with boyfriends and stuff like that, but I'm a lover girl at heart, you know what I'm saying? So I'm never going to let a past experience stop me from the future better experiences. 3-4 cord is not quickly broken. 2 is better than 1, because when you fall, the other can help you back up, whereas if you fall and you're by yourself, nobody's there to pick you up. Like, I don't care what I go through in life with who I go through it with, you're not gonna change me. You're not gonna change me and how I feel about love and relationships, friend-wise and like boyfriend and husband-wise. Like, you're not changing the lover girl in me because you did me wrong. Don't let nobody change the lover girl or boy in you because they did you wrong. Leave their ass and on to the next. Like, what are you talking about? So yeah, that's my, you know, I hope that makes sense. I hope this is making sense to y'all. Like, number 1, do stuff alone. Number 2, don't be too obsessed with doing stuff alone that you deny yourself love and good friendships, period. Number 3 is, this is for the girls, less is more. Don't fall into too many beauty standards. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. This doesn't mean the absence of beauty regimens, but just not too much, especially not to benefit the eyes and opinions of others, okay? Can we clock that tea real quick? Can we clock that tea like really quick? Like, did y'all hear what I said? Like, let's just take a chill pill all these BBLs, all these lace fronts, all these 15-year-old high schoolers looking like 25-year-olds. This shit actually has to stop. We're giving the people who create these products too much power over our lives. Like I said, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Like, you're fine. You're fine all by yourself. Like, you do not need all the extra shit. Y'all probably like, girl, I can tell by looking at your hair right now, you got on some extra shit. Not too much though. Literally not too much. That's why I said it's not the absence of beauty regimens and putting yourself together. It's my birthday, so of course I'm gonna do a little bit more. Like, I just wish that we just stop giving so much power to like, you know, what is it called, like beauty standards. Like, this is like my third time saying it, but you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Like, and it goes back to the first one. If you're not comfortable with how you look naturally, why the fuck is anybody else gonna be comfortable with that? If I met you with all of this stuff on, and then we get in a relationship, we cooling and caking and kicking it, and then you never got that shit done no more, it's like, damn, what's this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, just be yourself. Like, just be authentic. And I don't know, like, I don't know how to explain it for real, because I understand, like, sometimes beauty is just people's genuine passions, but it's not everybody's genuine passion. And there's a lot of people, especially young women, 21, in their 20s, their teenage years, that are just trying to keep up with the Joneses and doing shit because they see other people doing it. I said what I said, and if you get it, you get it, and if you don't, you don't. But less is more, and we need to stop falling into so many beauty standards, and just be your own beauty standard. Like, be your own beauty goals. Get your skin together. You know what I'm saying? Instead of putting makeup over it 24/7. Like, you know, just work on yourself. Like, going to the gym versus going to get the BBL. Like, bro, just go to the gym for it. Work for it. It's that instant gratification that got this generation fucked, literally. Number 4 is going to be develop hobbies that will help develop you. You need substance, and a lot of people in this generation lack substance because it's copy and paste from social media. Find a hobby and put as much time into it as you do your screen time. P.S. The gym is not really a hobby, more of a necessity, something outside of that. And I know some people are probably like, dang, you tried to eat me up. Like, what you mean the gym is not a hobby? It's a hobby and it's not. Like, health is wealth. So, like, it's being healthy, going to the gym, working out is not really a hobby. It's because, would you say going to the dentist is a hobby? No, that ain't no damn hobby. That's you taking care of your health. So is going to the gym. But I said that not to clock y'all teeth, but because at one point that was my only hobby. Like, that's all I did. I went to work, I went to the gym, and I went home. That was my life. So this summer, I just spent my summer cultivating more hobbies, learning how to crochet, skating, still going to the gym, reading OD books. Like, I'm so happy I got back into reading books. Like, just doing stuff and trying to, you know, like I said, add substance to myself, because I feel like we just get locked into these screens. We get locked into copy and pasting other people's lives and doing what they do, and it's just too much. Like, just take a break from this shit and just build real skills that, you know, you could do in your free time versus steady being sucked into other people's lives on social media. Social media and just being on your phone all the time, genuinely, like, if you just do a little bit of research, has super bad effects on you and your mental health and just your wellness. So it's like, hobbies are super important, because, like, you just need to take your, like, we as a generation just need to take our eyes off the damn screens. Like, I'm not gonna lie. The screens, they need a break. Number 5 is lock in with the Most High. I understand the fear of missing out, and honestly, I can't say don't have your moment. I don't know, man. But do not put the Most High on the back burner to live your life in your will. The world you sacrifice bears an eternal reward. So it's like, I can't tell you, oh, you know, don't put the Most High on your back burner, because you should not intentionally do that. But, like, I can't tell you don't have your moment, or you do this and you do this, because I had my moment. Last summer, 2023, was my moment to be like, okay, you know, this is my last summer being a teenager. I was 19, turning 20 at the end of August. So it was like, I'm 19. Like, I never experienced stuff. Like, even when I didn't have a relationship with the Most High, a lot of the stuff that I did last summer just was not me in general. So it was like, I never did it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's my time. But it's like at the same time, I knew I had to lock in on the Most High. So it was like I was low-key putting him on a back burner purposefully, and I'm not recommending you to do that. This is why this is things that I learned so that I can give you better advice. I would not recommend purposefully putting him on a back burner, knowing that you need to get right with the Most High, but saying, okay, let me do this first. Do not try to live your life in your will. Lock in with the Most High, because you never know when that time is coming. And read the parable in, I think it is Matthew's, about the kid, like the lights, them having, what is them called? I'm gonna put it on the screen because I can't think about it. Y'all don't want to be them people that didn't bring that extra oil. Y'all don't want to be the people that wasn't in time, that didn't come prepared, because you wanted to be doing X, Y, and Z, but you knew the truth. They had the lanterns, but they ain't bring. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you, lock in with the Most High. I understand the whole thing of fear of missing out, but honestly, fuck everybody else and what they're doing. That shit don't even be as fun as it be looking. It don't be as fun as it be looking. It be like temporary satisfaction. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like that's another problem with social media, because it makes shit just look fun and look like you want to do it, and then it's like you do it and it's like what you thought would come from it didn't come from it, so now you're disappointing yourself for even falling into doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't disappoint yourself, babes. Don't disappoint yourself. Just don't do that shit. Just do what you need to do. Get out the way. If you need to delete social media because of the whole fear of missing out thing, and you don't want to keep seeing other people's lives, do that, because that's what I did. You just gotta focus on you and your relationship and your salvation, because like I said at the end, the world you sacrifice, the world, like worldly things and doing and participating in worldly activities, the world you sacrifice bears an eternal reward. You know what I'm saying? You sacrifice this to live on for eternity with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, which one would you rather have? I would rather have eternity with the Most High, I'm not gonna lie. That's me personally. Number 6 is further your education in some way. Obtain a skill that helps you and your future family. Social media is cool right now. Working at Amazon is cool right now, but one day you're going to be 30, wishing you would have done more. Wishing you would have done more now for your future benefit. And it's just so real. Like, I understand, like, that shit cool now. It's like, oh, I'm only 19, oh, I'm only 20, like I could work at Amazon. And I'm not bashing nobody that's doing that, because yeah, you can work at Amazon at 20. You're doing your big one. They giving out coin. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you can do that. I'm not, you see what I'm saying? I'm not nobody to be talking stuff. I was just working at Walmart last year. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing is just not getting too comfortable with shit, because like I said, you're gonna be 30 wishing you did more when you had the time to do more in your 20s, but you didn't do more because you was comfortable and stagnant with where you were and what you had. You know what I'm saying? Because it was good then. But the same money that's good now is not gonna be good money later down the line, especially when we talk about creating families, having wives, having kids. You know what I'm saying? I understand the whole, oh, college isn't for me, and I don't understand how to say stuff is not for y'all. Y'all didn't try. You didn't try, and I think you should try. Like, you should try, but I understand the whole college is not for me if it's actually not for you. And if it's not for you, then babes, go get a trade. Like, go get a trade, go learn construction, go learn how to be an electrician, go get on somebody's boat and be on it for 6 months at a time, and then come home for the rest of the year. Go do some trucking. Like, go do something that's gonna benefit you in the long run. Go do something that's gonna make sure you're stable, not just now, but in the future. Go get some type of trade, some type of education that is gonna be beneficial for years to come, because that's only going to benefit you. And why not do it when you have the most time to do it? You're never going to be this young again. You're never going to have this much free time again. You're only going to get older from here. So it's like, just go back to school. You can't just be young a term. You got to have some priorities. Okay? So let's have our priorities in check. My grandma is 61 years old. She's in school currently. Like, it's never too late to go back to school. You can go back to school. And y'all probably like, oh, well, if it's not too late to go back to school, then I can just go back to school when I'm 30. Well, yeah, try. Go in and try, because I'm pretty sure it's way harder to get into school at 30 with a whole damn family, and at 61 with all this going on and all this going on and all these bills to pay and stuff like this, than it is to do that shit at 20 while you're still in your mama's house. Do that shit at 20 while you got cheap rent. You know what I'm saying? So don't try to twist the shit around. Just lock in. And if you don't want to lock in, then that's on you, babes. But don't say Drea Renee didn't give you some solid advice, because I gave you some solid advice, babes. So when you're looking back, when you're 30, be like, damn, and I watched that video, that girl told my ass. I did my job. Number 7. So number 7 is learn outside of what it is you are taught. Try to clear your mind of its biases and relearn doing the research for yourself, especially when it comes to your faith, but when it comes to everything else as well. We are not taught the truth, but forced to accept what is fed to us. Start feeding yourself. Learn outside of what it is you are being taught. And that is especially when it comes to your faith, because a lot of us were taught these religions. A lot of us just grew up in these religions and we don't even know what it is we believe in or why we believe in them. We just know that it's what our moms did and it's what their moms did and it's what you know, and it just keeps going down. We have to relearn stuff for ourselves. Like, this is so important, especially when you are a person that looks like myself and was brought to the U.S. Or whose ancestors was brought to the U.S. during the transatlantic slave trade. Like, these people purposefully, the victors write the history. So you know what I'm saying? Like, the victors write the history. So these people purposely leave stuff out of these history books. They purposely don't teach your history to you. All of this was strategically done. So it's like, and like I said, even outside of your faith, there's so much stuff that was strategically done so that you would stay in a box and that we would stay complacent and we would stay in a rabbit hole and doing the same things. At this age, like, now you're getting too grown to just do what people tell you to do. You're the adult now. So it's like, you do what you tell you to do. You believe in what you tell yourself to believe in. You're doing what you tell yourself to do. When you're believing in what you tell yourself to believe in, have basis to back it up. You know what I'm saying? Because before, you could be like, oh, you know, I learned that in school, it's in this textbook, cite your source and all of this shit. But it's like, now, fuck that source. Who is that source? A colonizer? Like, relearn stuff for yourself, because we have to understand that growing up anywhere, like, no matter what color your skin is, no matter who you are, you know, you were once a child and you're very impressionable as a child. People had to raise you. The people that raised you impress things on you, whether you want to accept it or not. And so then it's like, outside of that, being in school systems, having friends, all these things press into you whether you notice it or not. So it's like, there's a lot of things about yourself that you may not recognize, but it's like, as you get older, they start coming to the light, and it's like, where did I learn that from? Like, I have to unlearn that. Like, just being conscious and aware, you know. I hope that makes sense, guys. I hope I'm making sense right now. Number 8 is mentorship. And it's something I can't speak much about because I have not gotten here myself, but I know it's important, especially as an elder sister, trying to be the example for my siblings, but feeling like I don't have an example or nobody I can go to when I don't know. Because the truth is, I don't know everything, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, mentorship. I feel like mentorship is so important, and just having a big brother, a big sister that you can always go to, rather they're going down the exact path in life that you want to go, or if they're just older simply, so they've been through more things. Like, you could just confide in them with more, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, like the example that I gave, like, I'm a big sister, so my siblings look up to me, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I have to set the example for them, but who's there setting the example for me? I really do want a mentor. I've always wanted a mentor. It's like super important to me. I don't know where this mentor is going to come from, but I do promise I really do want one, because I just feel like that would be such a vibe and just so helpful to me to have someone to have, you know, certain conversations with, ask certain things, and, you know, just learn from in general, and just have a relationship with. Even if you're in a situation where I'm in right now, where it's like, okay, I don't know who's gonna be my mentor, I don't have anybody in my life like that right now, like, just always be looking out for that. Like, I'm telling you right now that 21 things I learned before 21 with that mentorship is important, and that can play a really good role in your life if you do have a mentor. And I know that because I'm people's mentors, just by being a big sister, just by being a friend, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I understand that it could play a big role in my life if I had it for myself, instead of, you know, only offering the services to others. Number 9 is spend your money, but keep some money to spend. Keep some money to spend. Like, yeah, spend your money, but keep some to spend. Honestly, if you're young with no kids, take that trip, buy them shoes, etc. Spend your money because it does not go with you when you die. But don't be a broke young woman or young man, because don't be a broke young woman or young man with his or her hand out 24/7 either. Always have your own, and spend your money on memories and not just tangible things. You also can't take clothes and shoes to your grave, but no one can take your memories from you. Outside of like mental, health and disorders and illnesses and stuff like that. But essentially, nobody can take your memories from you, but your money leaves you, your clothes leave you. Like, none of that goes in the grave with you. Like, only you are in that grave. So it's like, me personally, that's something that I live by, is spending my money on memories. I'm saying I'm a very simple young lady because I would just rather spend my money on stuff that is going to make me happy, stuff I'm going to be able to take pictures of and remember, and just, have those memories, like going out of the country, going out of town in general, going to concerts, going to events, like just doing stuff. So number 10 is speak up for yourself. Closed mouths don't get fed. If you don't like how someone treats you, address it the first time. You need help, ask. Use your mouth. 21 things I learned by 21. So yes, this is advice, but this is like my real life. Like when people used to do stuff to me, and like still kind of a little to this day, like, y'all, I'm still learning, I'm still growing as I go, you know what I'm saying? I'm a young lady, like, So it's like when people used to do stuff that I didn't like, I would let that shit slide. I would not say nothing, even though I'm irritated. And then I would just let the shit build and build and build. Because if I don't say nothing to you, then you're not fixing it. You're not addressing it. Which means it's more likely for you to do the same thing that just irritated me, that made me mad. It's more likely, if I don't say anything to you about it, that you're going to do it again. And I'm just going to keep getting more and more mad. And I haven't said nothing to you all the times that you're doing it, until now I'm just blowing up on you. And you're like, girl, what the hell is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? So it's really important to speak up for yourself. Closed mouths don't get fed when it comes to, if you don't like the way somebody treats you, when it comes to needing help with something, when it comes to anything, just speak up, bro. Like, stop being sorry for shit that you need help with. Stop being sorry for like shit that you can't control. Like, if somebody say something or do something to you and make you feel some type of way, how the hell, don't be sorry for that. They don't need to be, I'm not saying they need to be sorry, but you don't need to be sorry for how something affects you. You just need to speak up for yourself. Oh, I don't like that. Please don't do that. Let's not do that anymore. I don't like your damn nails in that nail shop. Don't leave that nail shop with your nails ugly because you're scared to say something. No, tell that girl to make your damn nails square. Closed mouths don't get fed. If you want something, if you want to change something, if you don't like something, you need to open your mouth. If you just be like, dang, I'm in the wrong line, and you just go through the damn line knowing that you don't want to be in a line, knowing that it's easy, it's not gonna hurt to ask. It's not gonna hurt to try. So just try. Just ask. Just see. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, if you don't, then you never know how that could have turned out. So open your damn mouth. Clock that tea. Next, 11 is to take mental health seriously. Talk to your loved ones, professionals, whoever you feel will best help you, but don't let shit build and get bad and go through it alone. Mental health is a real issue and deserves to be prioritized. And honestly, I can't say no more than that. I feel like that summed it all up. Mental health deserves to be prioritized. It is a real and genuine issue. Do not let things build up and overwhelm you and cause you to do things that you may regret and stuff like that. Like, just speak up. If you feel like you cannot talk to your loved ones, then there's like emergency mental health things like online that you can talk to therapists, get in contact with them. If you feel like your family's not going to work, if you feel like your family is open and receptive, go to your family and see how they react, see what resources they can provide for you. But I promise you, there's people out there that love you. If you don't feel like you're loved, I promise you there's people out there that love you. Babes, I love you. Take care of yourself. Like, you are important. You matter. So take care of yourself, because mental health is genuinely important, and that comes from someone who battled with mental health at a point in her life and really let that shit build up and really didn't tell nobody, and really nobody knew that I was really fighting real demons on a daily basis. And I wouldn't wish that shit on nobody. So take care of yourself. Get help when you need help. Like I said, closed mouths don't get fed. So speak up for yourself when when shit not feeling right and you like, dang, like, I've been in this slump for, now it's getting a little bit abnormal. You know what I'm saying? Like, take care of yourself because you matter. Y'all get it. Don't play about that mental health, okay? Thank you. Number 12 is cut people off, period. Don't keep nobody in your life because of fear of missing out, knowing them for a long time, having memories with them, etc. It is okay and expected to grow up. People stop fitting your aesthetic as you get older because you simply don't like the same things. Anymore. No beef, just move on with your life, because if you force it, you're gonna start to hate them. Like, don't force yourself to be around people that you like. It's no bad blood between you and that person specifically, but you just don't like what they do. You just don't like how they move. Y'all aesthetics, y'all vibes, the things that y'all like to do in y'all free time, y'all priorities, y'all morals, when that shit stop aligning, because it's normal for as you grow, as you become an adult, to stop aligning with shit that you like to do when you was a kid. When those things stop aligning, it's okay to separate yourself from that person. Stop thinking like, dang, I have known this person since this time. Who gives a damn? You're grown. You're an adult now, or you're becoming an adult. So let it go. Number 13 is don't let anybody else's expectations for you become a burden to you or a reason you stay in a situation that you no longer want to be in. Parents want you to be a nurse, but you want to be a hairstylist. Do what makes you happy. You only get one life. Live that shit on your terms. And then I said, to a certain extent, of course, the Most High should be pleased. Like, when people is telling you, oh, you need to do this, oh, you need to do this, don't let nobody else put no boundaries on your life or tell you what you need to do, and then you get stuck doing it because you like, oh, I want to please this person, da da da, and now you don't want to do it, but you feel stuck doing it because you feel like you're gonna let somebody else down. You're gonna let yourself down, not living your life on your terms. I don't care, mom, friend, auntie, or uncle. You see what I'm saying? If you don't want to do it, don't do it. If that's not what you think you have in store for your life, and that's not what you want to have in store for your life, then don't have it in store for your life. Do what you want to do, and don't let nobody else's expectations of you burden you. Stop you from doing what you want to do. Because you feel like, oh, well, they're going to say this. And you're grown. Like, this is what we got to learn in this video. You're grown. So only you matter. Like, you have to start taking care of you now. There's nobody out here finna take care of you. There's nobody finna hold your hand through this life shit. You know what I'm saying? You're grown. You don't owe nobody shit. Nobody owes you shit. Do what pleases you. Number 14 is do every single thing you have even the slightest interest in. I didn't been to school to be an esthetician. I am a licensed esthetician as we speak. I have an associate's degree in psychology, and I'm in school as we speak for my bachelor's in psychology and a minor in religion. I'm a certified sterile processing technician. Outside of those, like, more professional things, just hobbies like crocheting, like I said, skating, reading, going to the gym. You know what I'm saying? I recommend pursuing it. You cannot do enough things. You cannot have your hands in too many buckets, because it's like, how do you know if you like something? How do you know if you're not gonna like something? How do you know if you can't balance doing both things if you don't try to do both things? So therefore, you just need to do everything that you want to do. Anything you have the slightest interest in, just try it. Because how are you going to know until you try? You're never going to have this type of freedom again, nor will you ever be this young. Life is going to pass anyway, so get a few degrees, certifications, licenses, and skills while you're at it. Number 15, travel has to be its own bullet point. No way you're 18 and 20, never been on a plane, never been out of your city. Traveling does not always have to be luxurious how you may see it on social media. Just drive, take a train, or fly to a different state for the weekend. Try the food, the attractions, etc., and scale up from there. The Most High really created a beautiful place, and you need to see it. Book that trip and budget if you need to. Like, travel did really need to be its own bullet point, because it's like, I really don't understand how you have a job, right? So you as a grown, because I'm talking to adults here, I'm not talking about no 16-year-olds, and then you trying to go tell your mama, well, Drea Renee said I should be doing this. Babe, I didn't say you should be doing it at 16 though. But if you are an adult and you have a job and it's like you're still living with mom, or you got your apartment but you got money on the side, you just not prioritizing it the right way, you're not budgeting it the right way, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why aren't you going anywhere? You have a vehicle, you have a neighboring state. Drive your ass to your neighboring state. Try the food. It's 6 hours away, 4 hours away. Try the food. look up on TikTok and Google and YouTube, oh, you know, things to do here. Go do the damn activities and attractions. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it doesn't have to be so luxurious. Just go spend the weekend somewhere else. Go spend a few days, a few hours somewhere else. And then, like I said, scale up from there. But it's like you should be traveling. Because like I said, the Most High created a beautiful, he created a beautiful species. He created a beautiful world. I promise Pinky is beautiful out here, and I feel like you need to see it. I feel like you deserve to see it. I feel like everybody deserves to see it. And even if you never are able to afford to go out of the country in your lifetime, like I said, a train, not that expensive. A Greyhound bus, not that expensive. Maybe just do something, because I feel like you just shouldn't be in your hometown your whole life. Like, there's so much more to life. There's so much more that you deserve to experience. So you need to go out there and experience it, period. Like, you need to start prioritize. I don't even know what I just said. You need to start prioritizing travel in these years of your life. You don't want to be looking back in your 30s and stuff like that with regrets of what you could, should, and would have did. You know, if you got a second chance. You have a chance right now, so it's like, just do that shit right now. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, but we ain't done. So we're on number 16 now, and 16 is priorities and morals are essential in your 20s. If you don't stand for anything, you will fall for everything. If you're careless now, you will be full of regrets later. Establish morals for yourself and do your best not to go below them. Proverbs 29:18 says, where there is no vision, the people perish. Where there is no vision, the people perish. So it's like you need to have morals and principles and just guidelines for your life, and you know, things that you're gonna do, things that you just wouldn't do, and just, you know, boundaries for yourself, boundaries for your life. You know what morals and principles mean. Like, you need to instill them for you and what those things should look like to you, and you know, just how that works for you, and really make a clear line about it, and just don't go below it. Where there is no vision, the people perish. So it's like you need to have a vision for your life. You need to have a vision for what you're going to allow into your life, and you do that by having morals and principles for yourself. If you don't stand for nothing, if everything, anything, oh, I'm cool with that, I'm cool with that, if anything just flies with you, you're gonna fall for every damn thing. So we don't want you falling for every damn thing. So stand on business about something. Figure out what you're gonna stand on business about. My mouth is getting a little dry. Hold on. So number 17 is social media break / not idolizing or comparing your life to others, as well as understanding there's so much more to life outside of our phones, and it's actually important to touch grass, have hobbies, and just strict screen time rules with yourself in general. Cell phones have made us anxious, depressed, reduce our attention span and productivity, and so much more. We have to take that seriously. I mentioned this a little bit earlier, y'all, but like, we gotta take screen time and like how that affects us seriously. Like, we gotta take that shit seriously, and we need to really start doing social media breaks and just phone breaks in general. I feel like social media breaks are like for a different reason. Like, this is like kind of a double thing, because it's like screen time is really important, and like screen time is not just social media. So you should just not be on your phone. Like, I don't care if you're on your phone reading. You're staring at a screen for mad long reading a book when you could have went to go get that shit on paper. You sitting here straining your eyes and your brain and causing all these things, like I just said, depression, anxiety, and all of this shit, because you want to stare at the screen so bad. You want to have a physical tablet in your hand so bad that you couldn't go buy a regular book. A Kindle is something I would never understand. Like, I understand the convenience. Oh, I just have all the books on it. But like, I don't know. It's that convenience shit with you Americans. I'm literally American. Like, everything don't need to be convenient. And you need to lower your screen time, I promise. But also just taking a break from social media. It's like, if you're going to be on your phone, if you are going to have social media, taking breaks from it, because it's like you internalize so many things. Like I said about the whole like unlearning and relearning as you get older. I feel like it's the same thing with like social media. Like, you internalize so much stuff that you don't really know that you're internalizing until one day you're like, damn, where did my point of view on that come from? You have to take breaks from this shit, because it's just so much information always being consumed at once. Like, it's just actually overwhelming. Like, it's actually overwhelming. Social media is actually an overwhelming place to be 24/7, and it's okay to give that shit a break. It's okay to give that shit a rest. Number 18 is understanding that I'm the biggest project I will ever work on. There's not going to be some perfect routine that makes me an it girl that I love forever. You know, I like there's not some perfect routine that is going to make me that it girl that I love forever. You know, I like change, I like fun, but at the same time, it's important to have that stability. I feel I often get caught up in trying to force routines into myself that would make me this perfect productive lady, but it all feels overwhelming to think of my life as a to-do list daily with just things to check off. My self-growth is something that gets better daily, not a how-to in 72 hours. And I feel like that's so important, because even like putting emphasis on the how-to in 72 hours. There's so many videos on YouTube, how to be the it girl, how to glow up, how to do this, how to do this, and they have so many views because there's so many younger girls, or just probably girls in their 20s as well, like, okay, dang, how do I do this? Like, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to be more productive, I want to do this. And like, some of these are like good intentions to have, like being more productive and stuff like that, but it's like, stop trying to force yourself into routines, and stop trying to have instant gratification when you start building these routines for yourself. Stop expecting like instant gratification of these routines. Stop expecting it to instantly work. Stop expecting yourself to immediately have discipline when it comes to starting to go to the gym for the first time, when it comes to eating a diet for eating a certain diet for the first time. Stop expecting yourself to just already have this discipline. You are not a how-to in 70 hours. You can't simply say, oh, have discipline, and then you like, okay, have discipline, and then you have it. You're your life's biggest project. You're going to be constantly working on you. There's going to be things in your life that are constantly evolving. There's no how-to for your life because it's going to change literally every day. So you just have to dedicate every day to being a better you, not a perfect you. Maybe you're gonna have to wait, and now we're finna put that on mute because I feel like you're finna call me again. Even the Bible tells you, like, just because you do these things does not mean you're gonna live a perfect life, does not mean you're not gonna have storms. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, there's always things that you cannot just anticipate that can happen at any given moment. So it's like, I don't know, like, you're always evolving, you're always changing. Like, they're never going to be, I don't want to say you're never going to be perfect, because I mean, we could go into a whole thing about like what perfect is and stuff like that, but it's like, I don't know, just wake up every day with an intention to be a better you than you were yesterday, to work on whatever it is that you need to work on, and put in gaining discipline and doing certain routines and stuff like that. But do not force yourself to do stuff. Do not like get down on yourself for not being able to do this, like this girl, and oh, she wakes up at 6 a.m. like, oh, I'm gonna try to wake up at 6 a.m. Do you need to wake up at 6 a.m.? No, you don't. So it's like, why are you trying to do what other people do just because, oh, but they're productive? Like, no, just be yourself and do things that benefit you, and not things that, you know, you think would be good to tell somebody else. Like, oh yeah, I wake up at 6 a.m. like, yeah, it sounds cool, good, but for what, bitch? What do you do at 6 a.m. when you wake up? What do you do? Tell me. Right? So it's like, be yourself, be unique, work on yourself daily. I hope number 18 is understandable. I hope it's resonating. I hope all these are resonating. I don't know if I'm going too fast, I don't know if I'm going too slow, but I hope everything is making sense. And I hope when I edited this and I'm like, yeah, that was solid advice, because I think this is solid advice. When I wrote it down, even saying it, it just sounds really good still. So it's like, I hope it's translating over to you guys how it's sounding to me. So number 19, I said, it is so important to invest in yourself, in your relationship with the Most High, in your single season. It is easy to get distracted by worldly things when your faith is not even firm enough to hold you accountable, let alone an entire relationship. You'll never know your self-control until you start dating for real. Having a surface level relationship with the Most High and being in a worldly relationship do not mix. Or even trying to build a godly relationship with a weak foundation in the Most High yourself is a recipe for disaster. You will fall to your temptation every time. You have a very surface level and weak foundation with the Most High. Your priority should not be getting into a relationship, because you're going to be so much more at, like, it's going to be so much easier for you to fall into temptation, because like, you don't even really have all the principles yourself for your own relationship with the Most High. So for you to sit here talking about, oh, I'm building a godly relationship, or willingly get into a worldly relationship thinking like, oh, I'm gonna be able to change this person, I'm gonna be able to keep my boundaries the same, da da da. Let me tell you something. Like I said, you do not know, what did I say? You'll never know your self-control until you start dating for real, while you're trying to, like, while you're actively pursuing a relationship with the Most High. Like, while you're actively pursuing a relationship with the Most High, you will never know how much self-control you truly have until you get in a relationship. And it's like, okay, you know, you can't have sex till marriage, you know, you're not supposed to be doing this, you know, you're not supposed to be doing that. So those things take self-control on both ends to not participate in, knowing that you're not supposed to participate in it. So it takes a lot of self-control, and you never know how much self-control it takes till you actually put yourself in that relationship. If you're going to be in a relationship, you need to have a strong foundation with the Most High yourself, and so does your partner. But you need to have a strong foundation with the Most High yourself, so that it's not easy for you to fall into temptations. I feel like my whole mindset was like, okay, yeah, like I know what I can and can't do, like da da da, you know, it's simple, it's easy, you know, da 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 da. And it's like, okay, now you're in a relationship, your man look good as hell, and you trying to whoop the bam. So you like, dang, Merch, I can't whoop the bam. And then it's like, dang, it's like, then you start thinking, then you just start doing shit. Don't start doing shit. I'm trying to tell you that. And if you're not locked in like this, how you need to be with the Most High, a relationship should not be your priority. You need to lock in first. You need to build your principles and your morals, like I said a few clips ago. If you don't stand for the Most High for real, because your relationship with him is actually weak and your foundation is weak, because you might be a babe, you know what I'm saying, and that's cool, that's okay. Everybody got to grow and start from somewhere. But okay, if you're growing and starting, you should not be growing and starting a relationship at the same time, because it's not gonna work. Number 20 is good friends are not going to fall out of thin air, and it's 10 times harder to make friends outside of high school or as an adult period, because I didn't make any friends in college either. You really got to step out of your shyness and talk to people first, and be genuine and kind out loud, as well as just leaving your house. All that going to work and then going to the gym and then going home is going to have you by yourself forever. And trust me, I know, because I still ain't got a friend, and that's how you know this is true. If I put y'all on so that y'all do not end up how I did, and y'all do not go through the same things that I went through. Like when you're not like in a position of like being in high school where you're in forced proximity, like okay, you have to be around these people, so like it's like you kind of like forced to meet new people, meet different people. But it's like high school is really where that forced shit is, because like when I was in college, I was shy. Like I stayed to myself. I went to school, I went to class, I wrote my notes, and soon as class was over, I packed my damn bag, walked out of that school, got in my car, and went to work or something. But I gotta get out of that. I gotta be, what did I say? I have to be genuine out loud. I have to be, I don't know what else I said, kind, out loud, and I just have to go out of the house, because going to the gym is going to work, and those being the only things you do are most likely not going to get you your long-term locked in. Y'all really like this, it's not going to get you the type of friends. So it's like you got to go to the bookstores and the book fairs, and I don't even know what else. Like I said, this is solid advice, because I don't have the friends yet, because like I don't even know where to go to find them. But I'm trying to tell you, so if you can tell me where to go to find them, let me know. But it's like they're not going to fall out of thin air. I mean, unless they do. I've been praying for them though, and they still ain't. Where they at though? You got to get out the house for them friends. They not coming to you, babes. They don't know your address. They don't know where you stay, babes. You probably work with old people like I do. Like they're not coming to you, babes. You have to get out that house if you want to make some friends, because they're not falling out of the sky. Oh, we're on 21. I'm 21 today. Well, it's not today anymore. It's 12:40. Y'all, it's late. Let's wrap this shit up. Let's wrap it up. I need to go lay down. Number 21. And I think I have one bonus, just one bonus. But I said life is not happening to you, but for you. Life is not happening to you, but it is happening for you. You can only control how you react, not every circumstance itself or others. So focus only on what you can do to shape your life. Learn to take accountability for your life and the things you can do to make it better. Like life is not happening to you, but it's happening for you. Like stop just immediately going into negative thinking when things happen, like, because things are going to happen in life. Like, it doesn't matter how much you plan. I set things up, I plan them out perfectly, and it's like somehow it's still going wrong. And then I'll be sitting there crying my damn eyes out, like, but da, 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 da. Like, it just caused situations for you to be overwhelmed and anxious and sad about shit, because like you tried all that you could and some shit still didn't go your way. But it's like, instead of being anxious and sad about some shit that you tried all that you could do and it still didn't go your way, be like, I tried all I could do. Like, there's other circumstances, like, and you cannot control everything. You can only control what you can control. So it's like, control what you can control, and anything that you cannot control, let that shit fly. And don't think of it as like, oh, like it's always happening to me, it's always me, like this bad, this bad, this bad. Shit happens. Like, this is life, and unfortunately it's uncontrollable, and shit just happens, and it's unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't let that shit ruin your day. And I know that shit is easier said than done, because it's like, it's you know, it's, what is the word I'm looking for? I don't know what word I'm looking for, but it's blank to like that, for that to be your immediate response. Like, dang, like, why, da da da, you know? It's blank. I still don't know the word that I'm looking for that to be your immediate response. But it's like, just take some time and really think through them emotions. Like, when you start feeling like that, like, okay, boom, what did I learn from this? What can I learn from this in this moment? Like, okay, what can I do? Can I help this situation at all? If I cannot help this situation at all, then it's like, it's gonna have to be, is what it is, because I can't do anything about it. It's no point in you stressing yourself out if you cannot do anything. Like, you just gotta take a step back and start asking yourself the important questions. Bonus advice, bonus one, bonus piece. Number 22 is, at the end of the day has to end. At the end of the day has to end. And if you're doing your best, you're doing a great job. Give yourself the credit you deserve always. Be humble and show gratitude for how far you've come, and slow down to enjoy the real life manifestations of your labor. That's my advice. Like, I feel like that was a perfect one to end off on, honestly. Like, if you're trying, bro, you're trying and you're doing a good job. If you're not trying, but you're just saying, like, I want to do what I want to do, but you're not really doing shit, then I'm not talking to you. You're not doing a good job. You gotta work on you, and that's okay. We all gotta work on us. But if you're genuinely trying, you're doing a great job. Give yourself the credit you deserve always. Like, don't never skip a beat when it comes to you. Like, you deserve your credit. But also be humble and always give gratitude, and slow down to enjoy the real life manifestations of your labor. Like, a lot of the times, like myself, we just be moving through life, just trying to accomplish things, get things done, for whatever reason it may be. But it's like, okay, slow down and just be like, dang, I did this and I'm proud of this, and this is what came from me doing this. Now I have this, and like, enjoy the manifestations of things that you put in the effort to obtain. And yeah, y'all, was that not good? Like, I felt like that was just great. Like, how do you feel? How do you feel after you just watched this whole video and you listened to all 22 pieces of advice, even though I'm only 21, have to give y'all a little extra. How do you feel after watching this? Like, do you feel motivated? Do you feel like I said something that you didn't already know? Do you feel like that was a good piece of advice? If you feel like I gave any good advice, like, comment down below with like a timestamp, like, okay, this is my favorite part, like, I feel like this was good, like, da da da, or something that you agree with, like, that you already like thought of, or a principle that you already live by in your life, and you was like, yeah, I definitely agree with that. Comment down below what y'all agree with. Comment down below if you don't agree. I ain't saying I'm gonna argue with you now, but I would like to hear what you don't agree with, and like, what's your reason for it. Doesn't mean I'm gonna change how I feel, but you know, I'm open. You know what I'm saying? I'm open to that. So just interact with me. I want to know if y'all like the video. I want to know, you know, I just want to know. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I hope it was a good video. I love talking, so I love this little sit down situation that we just had going on. It was a vibe to me. Hopefully I could do more videos like these or whatever in the future. And with all that being said, Drea Renee is out because Drea Renee is tired. So I'm gonna see you guys next time.